Guys, more, bunch more cards to review for Hearthstone's new set. So we'll probably be playing on day of launch. I think it's a Tuesday, August 1st. So that'd be kind of a rarity. Usually we don't do that the day of. Well, here, let me. I swear the dogs. They want in or they want out. Kind of actually wish I could keep the door open. Oh my god, the other one wants in. Anyways, like I said, I wish I could keep the door open, but there's TV and talk out in other rooms. So that kind of picks up, and then so we don't want that. Let's get Rev in here. There's Mr. Rev.
Hey, what's good, man?
Good. So we have a bunch of cards to review. Some broken shaman cards that everyone's complaining about.
Right, dude. It's gonna be good.
But it looks. Did we transform friendly trend into? Did we talk about?
We talked about the druid cards, yeah.
All right, so that's done. So this new Paladin Epic card. All right. So it's a 6 mana 4/6 horrible stats. End of your we haven't seen this further. At the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 earthen that gives +2/+2 to each other earth that you've summoned this game. Oh, so it looks like they're pushing a new tribe for Paladin.
Yeah, it's kind of Jades, honestly.
Yeah,
Jades
it is like
Paladin.
Jades. So Jades.
So they've got a few cards like this that summon earthens, and they scale up each time.
So earthens. Jades were very, very good back in the day, so I'm assuming this is going to be good too. Or what do you think? Hold on, damn dogs went in, they went out. Hold on. So you think this is going to be a thing?
I think it could be. It's I don't know. We'll probably have to kind of talk about all of them as a package. But yeah, I think that Paladin is the kind of class that just wants to throw stats down and do efficient things.
Interesting. So yeah, Jade worked really well. So kind of think they should bring Jade back. Do you think Jade would work these days though? Maybe.
I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I would like it.
We do kind of get throwback sets from time to time, right? Like Dark Moon Fair was like an old gods throwback, right? So they do kind of do that. And we're also getting like all the magnetic stuff back and the spare parts and all that. So it's kind of a GVG throwback in some ways.
Thing of throwback. I was playing, when you get those quests like cast 20 fire spells. So I always just put a mage deck together, put fire, and just go in not classic, casual, just casting every turn, casting spells so you get it over and done with. But dude, this guy must have had like a 10-year-old deck or an 8-year-old deck. It was a druid with Dr. Doom, the Ancients of what's the one? Ancients of Lore that heal or draw cards. Yeah, like that invisible tiger on turn 5. Like, wow. Yeah, they must have just like recently come back, or I don't know. But yeah, it was like literally I haven't seen a deck like that for years.
Maybe your MMR is just trash.
In casual? I don't think casual has one, does it?
I'm pretty sure there is an internal MMR for casual, but there's just no rank, no visible rank. It's just for your feelings.
Oh, okay. Well, haven't been playing much, so I think it degrades after time, right?
It does, yeah.
So this, I think, it's a good card, assuming that the package is good. Now, I'm kind of looking forward to. Actually, I love Jade Druid. I like to really enjoyed that. So it'd be kind of cool. Maybe we play more Paladin with this. Yeah, I wonder what your buddy Gecko would think.
Wonder if they'll get slotted into pure Paladin.
Yeah. Well, here's 2 cards. Yeah, Pure Paladin would be kind of interesting. All right, so let's look at here. Stoneheart King, a 4/3/2 horrible stats. Well, let's summon a 2/2 Earthling that gains +2/+4. Oh, okay, so again, scaling. So remember that Jade, what was it? Jade one that was a 4-drop. It was basically an elemental and the same thing. So yeah, that saw play. So this will probably see play. What is this? Cheers? Resurrect 3 different paladin minions. Set their stats to 2/2. Forge. Resurrect another. Oh, I mean, if they're earthens, I guess they're good, right?
Yeah, if they're earthens, they'll scale further. So you can do that, or you can just summon whatever value stuff that you want to summon.
You think this 5 mana though?
I think it's powerful. I guess the one thing is you really don't want to be hero powering this kind of deck.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, if it's earthen support, I guess it's really good. And here's another one. Here it is. 2 mana, 2/2 after you summon, gain +2 for each. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I find I'm looking forward to a paladin.
And that's just the token. That's not also a collectible card.
Oh, is okay. Looks really, really cool. Judge Unworthy, 4 mana. Set an enemy's health to 0. 1. Oh, then deal 1 damage. Well, okay. It only does 1. It's not bad though, right? Kind of like.
Yeah, it's kind of a quality plus swipe in a way.
Yeah. It only does 1 though. That's a problem with it.
Yeah.
You think you'll see play?
It's a quality to 1 target. And yeah, it's not bad.
Let's see. Here's Paladin's mech. Look at the art here. All right. This is a repair bot. 1 mana, 1/3, really premium stats. Death Roll, return any mech. Oh. So anything you magnetize to this gets returned. So Ziliax, for instance. Actually, that's really good.
It's not bad. Yeah, this is a really pushed 1-drop.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good stats. Yeah, I could see this being nerfed, no? Its stats, maybe?
Could be, yeah.
It's a little bit powerful.
Yeah, it reminds me of what was the card? Immortal Prelate?
Yeah.
That you could just stack buffs on, then they'd go back to your hand. People would use it to get more Librams and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of stuff's pretty good.
Interesting. All right, so
snowbally.
Another dragon support, 4 mana, 4th, a 3/3. End of your turn. If this didn't attack, draw 2. Ooh, a draw engine. The thing is, how often are you not going to attack, right?
I'll tell you when you're definitely not attacking is the turn you play it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
So this is always at least draw 2.
So it's Arcane Intellect.
I think this card's stupid crazy.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot that even if... Yeah,
your opponent wants to kill it, and if they can't because you were up on board, and you get to draw more cards, or you get to trade it off if you already got what you need. It's really good.
Yeah, just like we kind of underestimated how good that one exhaust card for DC, where you exhaust one of your recruits to summon a Batman. We thought, okay, but actually it's seen a lot of play. It's a really good card. So yeah, so maybe these type of effects aren't as bad as we thought. Well, for a long time, Hearthstone was extremely aggressive, right? So you couldn't ever take the chance of not trading. And I mean, it depends. What if it goes real aggressive? But these cards seem to don't seem to be supporting much aggro, so that's good.
Yeah, the only thing I would say against this card is it's really not efficient to buff it.
True.
Right? Because you're gonna buffing it just to maybe get more cards. Then you're kind of sinking too much. Then it's a sunk cost, right?
Yeah.
If you're never going to attack with it.
4 mana, draw 2 cards, and have a minion on board is very good.
Yeah,
even if you only do it once.
Your opponent will kill it. It's one of those cards that has soft taunt, assuming you're not dead.
Would an aggro deck care though? Because they probably figure if I'm putting so much pressure on you in your face and you're taking a lot of damage, you're going to be forced to attack. So maybe aggro might leave it, but who knows? You're right. Everyone else definitely will want to get rid of it. Because
Yeah.
like if aggro's like getting you down to 10 health and they get you down to like 10 or health or lower on that turn, they're like, well, I got a board. You gonna be greedy and not draw? Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm.
So, or you greedy and draw cards. So, here, 2 mana. Your mechs cost 1 less. Last. Ooh, that's actually really good. The only thing is, it's a spell, and you don't get a minion, so that kind of sucks. But I could.
It's the mech warper effect, but you don't get a body, but also they can't kill it
Kill it.
to
So that's probably really
it.
good.
So
Yeah. So, well, look again. They're kind of unfocused with the paladins. Mech? Are they pushing mech? Or are they pushing these earthens? So.
yeah, well, and this mech paladin, the aggro mech paladin, is really strong and wild.
Oh, is it?
It already just blitzes people when they draw, like galvanizer and mech warper and stuff, and then they just dump their hands. So this is just more
Oh.
consistency
Okay. Okay.
for that deck. That shit's really strong.
All right. So we'll see. Now this is a demon hunter card, a legendary one. 5 mana, 4/5. Okay, so that's a little. Eh. Battle cry. For the rest of the game, cast a copy of the first spell you draw each turn at enemies. Ooh, so you could definitely build your deck around that, right?
Yeah, so my understanding right now is Relic Demon Hunter is really good. So
Yeah. So
obviously, if you pull an extra relic, it's really good.
kind of reminds
You're
me.
scaling all the rest of your stuff.
Yeah. Hold on, dog. Wants it, but it looks very jadey too. Look at the art. It reminds me of
Mhm.
Jade's. Yeah, I like this card a lot. We should play some Demon Hunter, man. Demon Hunter's fun, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some games where you're just getting blitzed and you can't play a 5 mana 4/5, but I think this is pretty strong
Yeah, I think so. I
in
think it's
general.
good. Another Demon Epic card, 2 mana Runic. So here's another Jade looking thing. Discover a spell that costs 3 or less. Okay, good. Shuffle 2 copies into your deck that cast. All right, that's really good. Obviously, some might not be something you want to randomly cast, but I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah, you can kind of stack your deck for the Odin too, which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is good. Yeah, I like
That
it.
seems spicy.
Might be even a decent arena card. Get some stuff up. All right, so look at here.
You can't draw through your deck and reliably
Yeah,
in
that's
arena.
true. Here's 4 Demon Hunter cards. Let's look at here. All right, so the first one's what? Momentum here. 5 mana. Give your hero +4 attack this turn. Cost 1 less for each card you have drawn. Okay, so that potentially could be really, really cheap. If not free, it's really. I think it's going to be good. No.
Yeah,
Oh, look, more boring Death Knight. Oh, you
yeah.
don't think?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's kind of weird because like all the the Demon Hunter quest is rotated, obviously. So
Or maybe it's
and I'm
too
I'm
not
not
good
and
enough.
I'm not quite sure if these will make it in Wild.
Maybe not.
A
We'll
couple of them
see.
might, but
Yeah, if you kind of think about it, why would you ever want to just for it? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe see some play, maybe not. But look at this Warriors coming up next. You're right. All right, so let's look at here. This crystal statue here. 2 mana. Oh, 2 mana 5/4 insane rush. Whoa. Starts dormant. After you draw 4 cards, this awakens. Ooh, this is potentially could be really good. Especially if you draw cards.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
It's not bad. Now, obviously, if you play on turn
Yeah,
2,
and
you're
that
not gonna.
can be drawing cards, it can be trading cards, it can
Yeah,
be all that.
I like it. 4 mana, 3/5. Ooh, good stats. Whenever you draw a card, summon a 1/1 demon with rush. Ooh, that's really good. The only
Yeah,
thing is,
I like this.
Demon Hunter doesn't really get a lot of buffs for their minions, like token druid. So yeah, but this is good. I like this a lot. Good stats. Demon tag, just in case that matters.
Yeah, there is. What's the Demon Hunter legendary from the last set that buffs all your stuff when your rush minions attack?
Yeah.
So maybe there's something there. I mean, if you're doing that on turn 8, it's not particularly powerful, but more so like if this sticks around, that's a
Yep.
follow it up with the legendary, which is pretty strong.
And this golem though is probably gonna be a nerf candidate. It's a 3 mana 1/5, huge amount of health. And it's 1 attack for each card that you've drawn this turn, so that could potentially be very powerful.
I mean, it loses the attack though, so
does that Naga?
It might get
remember?
a really strong attack once and then peter out.
And there's the invading Felbat. All right, not bad cards. Oh, boring. Well, wow, everyone hates them. All right, so let's look at this Demon Heart Epic. Oh, it's 7 mana, 3/10. Oh, wow, huge amount of health. Beast, Demon, Lifesteal. The end of your turn, force all other minions to attack this. So that's like literally a heal on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
And it could get some good trades. Maybe not great trades against a druid. Might be real bad because they'll get one shot, but against paladins and divine shields and yeah, this is an interesting card. It's really, you could potentially get a lot of healing off of this because that 10 health.
Yeah, I'm a little skeptical of it just because I'm used to Demon Hunter kind of healing for cheaper than this.
True.
Right, with like Il'gynoth plus Fell Screen Blast or Eye Beam, although they nerfed Eye Beam, but you know what I mean. Like, Demon Hunter's usually healing for a lot cheaper than this, and also usually earlier.
True.
In the game. So,
all right.
I don't know if there's any beast synergy, but might be able to cheat it out with that might be good, right? Is like
cheating it out early with
playing like Raging Fell Screamer or something to play it on turn 5.
Yeah.
Then you're getting to clear up your opponent's board. Might be good.
Might be good. Yeah, we'll have to see. Big Demon Hunter might like it. What is this here? Oh, it's 2 cards. So forge. All right. So Weight of the World. So it's a forge 3 mana. Draw 2. Okay, well, that alone is pretty much what mages have, so that's good. Forge. Draw cards until you have as many in hand as your opponent. So it's very, very situational. It could be really good against... It's kind of like that Paladin. What was that one Paladin card that did the same thing? Against Mirror Aggro, it was horrible, but against slow decks, it was amazing.
Divine Favor.
Yeah. So it's like Divine Favor, exactly, but the only thing is even at 3 mana draw 2 cards, that's probably good enough to run on its own. With an upside.
Yeah. This is... I'm not sure how I feel about this card.
No? Does Demon Hunter kind of needs extra card draw?
Well, I think that it's the opposite problem. I think they've got so much card draw and it's so efficient that I don't know if this makes the cut.
Probably be good for Arena, though, because since Arena is card draw's premium there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you definitely pick this in Arena run. And let's see this Disciple here. 3 mana, 2/2. Death Rattle. Summon 2 elementals with taunt. All right, that's a decent card. Sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not bad. A little low, though, and your opponent could just kind of ignore it if they really choose to. So,
yeah.
It's not bad.
I'm trying to think, is the Death Rattle package still in? It is, right? Yeah. You can still play the Quill Boars and stuff.
All right, so it looks decent.
This is a pretty good cheat with the 2 mana 3/2 Death Rattle guy.
Oh, here we go.
I could see it.
We get some shaman stuff. It's a shaman legendary here. The Storm Lord, 3 mana, 3/4. Okay, so pretty vanilla stats. Battle Cry. Unlock your overload mana crystals. Draw that many. Okay, well, that's really good. Even if you get this guy late in game, it's really good. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, this feels like you're supposed to point cards at your opponent's face until they die, right?
Yeah.
And then...
yeah. Yeah, you probably never play him really on 3, though. Unless you have to, but... Yeah, this is definitely a good card. I like him a lot. It'll definitely see play for Shaman. Let's look at these other Shaman cards. This Drake has been a lot of talk. It's basically Neptune, isn't it? Rush. Whenever this attacks, summon 2/3/1 whelps to attack the target first. The only difference is they're not immune. So they do die. But that's a really good card. Every Shaman's deck's going to basically, maybe not aggro, but burn Shaman. But this is definitely going to be in every Shaman deck, mid-range deck.
Yeah, it's solid, definitely.
Yep, and it's Dragon, just in case that
One of those cards, too, where, like, if you take board with it, sometimes your opponent's just...
Yep.
You know, like, they're just lost after that, right? If they're an aggro or mid-range deck and they've have to develop back into this.
Yes, sir.
They're just ruined.
4 mana Tempest Hammer, 3/1. So it's not that great. After your hero attacks, deal 3 damage to the low. Well, that's good. To the lowest. So you could kind of set up trades. You could kind of set. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's this is really good for killing stuff with Divine Shield.
Yes, sir. I like it a lot.
Also, kind of kills people through taunts if they're on low enough health.
Yes, sir. Oh, another end of your turn. They're not nice. They're doing a lot of that. 2 mana. 2/3's pretty vanilla stats. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of a random overload card in your hand by 1. Yeah, that's really good. Soft taunt too, especially if they're pushing overload. That's gonna definitely be killed ASAP, and it's really good. Yeah, I like it. And
not
then
bad at all.
Here's the juvenile little guy. All right, cool. The hammer's garbage. What? It might get nerfed. They're saying the Drake might get nerfed. Well, that guy might be right. Who knows? Okay, so let's look at these other Shaman card. This Champion of Storms. It can be forged, so it's a 4 mana 3/5. Pretty good stats. Elemental. After you cast a nature spell, summon a 4/2 elemental forge with rush. Okay, so you would definitely want to rush it. You can. Even that's still a good for token. Are they bringing like back token Shaman again?
I mean, how many cheap nature spells are there right now?
Not many. Are there? I don't know. We have to check.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the times you'll be content to play this on curve and with 5 health, hope that your opponent can't kill it.
Yeah.
It's pretty high. It's pretty high payoff if they can.
Yeah, I like it though. Elemental support too, which is good. It looks like Shaman's getting a lot of rush stuff, so that's good for them. Because Shaman's all about board. If they lose board, they lose the game. 2 mana Flash of Lightning. Draw a card. Okay, 2 mana draw a card's nice. And your next nature spell will cost 1. Yeah, that's good. Yep, especially if you draw something cheap. That's good. It synergizes with the Champion of Storms. Really good. I like that.
Totally reasonable, huh?
Shaman's getting good stuff, man. But they're still like supporting 2 different tribes, it seems like. With a lot of these decks. Here, Lightning
Reflex. It's all kind of spell combo, yeah.
Here's Lightning Reflexes. So let's look at here. Discover a nature. Oh, here we go. If you play it this turn, well, that's really good. Yes, because these type of druids has it too. You don't usually play it on curve. You usually want to play it later to see what situation you need an answer. So yeah, that's really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, that'll help your consistency a lot.
Yeah. And it's nature, so synergy for Homeboy. All right, so Crash of Thunder. 5 mana. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. Cost 1 less for each nature spell you've cast this. Ooh. So in theory, you could get it really cheap. It's probably good enough if you get 1 or 2 discounts on it, right? Yeah. This is good. I like how they're going to kind of put them back into like a spell type thing. So yeah, I like this. This is a good spell.
Yeah, I guess you're pointing your other nature spells at face, and then you end on Crash of Thunder to
Red with his face.
No, it's true though, because it'd be kind of weird to be casting like a bunch of piecemeal spells at your opponent's board and then ending with Thunder. Right. It's probably not the most efficient thing, so you probably want to be going awesome face and then ending with the board clear.
Yes, sir. And it's awesome art too. All right, so here, Tide. Turn the Tides, 3 mana. Give your hero +3 attack this turn. Summon a 3/3 elemental with rush. Yeah, that's good. So you get 3 attack to trade or go face, and get a so this is good because it could help you clear a board. Something that needs to be cleared. Go through a taunt. Yeah, it's good.
I think this is a little overcosted.
Is it?
I think this could not have overload.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Just for what it is, right? Because we've had a lot of like summon a 3/3 and deal 2 or deal 3 damage kind of stuff, right? Um, yeah, this feels just a little overcosted.
Oh, look at this guy here. They keep giving shaman control cards. Guess what? Even if the cards aren't terrible, they wouldn't see him play. Control shaman has no win. Well, how do you know, dude? You get to like build shit. Maybe I don't know. Let's look at these mage cards. I like that card, but you're right. It's probably a little bit too much. Oh, like everyone's talking about this guy. 4 mana Unchained Gladiator here. So it's a 4/4 elemental battle card. Draw a card. Repeat for each elemental you played last turn. Ooh. That's actually real strong.
Yeah,
Especially if,
there's stuff in I think it was Scalomance. It's like the ice cream elemental
yeah.
that added more elementals to your hand. So you can draw quite a bit with this.
And it gives you a
If you're
4/4
willing to
body,
set it
yeah.
up.
An elemental. Yeah, it's good. I like it. This is what they're talking about power creep. A 2 mana 2/3. Now they just basically put magnetize on it. Magnetic on it. Cool art, but yeah, that's a
That's
power
true.
creep.
It's Snow Chugger, yeah.
Snow Chugger saw play back in Mech Days, so they'll probably see play here too. This one's a 2 mana 2/2. Battlecry, your next elemental you play costs 2. Well, that's good. I love the art too. Yeah, that's good. Because you could discount for turn 3, get
Yeah.
a couple things. This Unchained Gladiator. Yeah, it's good.
It's free, man.
Yeah, I like
Why
it.
would we not play free cards?
Big bust for Elemental Mage. This sticks without a win condition, a real win condition. I don't know. We'll see. I like them. All right, so Mage, 6 mana, 4th 6. Spell damage +1 improved by each spell school you have cast this game. So this is like your late game finisher, right?
Is it?
Well, I'm assuming you want to target
Maybe.
something to burn face, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, ideally, like, I get where you're coming from. Like, ideally, you want to point things at your opponent's face until they're dead. But
Yeah.
I'm just kind of getting at like it's 6 mana.
It's 6 mana,
You
and
also have to set it up. So I'm not entirely sure this will be the most convenient way to kill people.
and you have to play. It has to be arcane spell frost. So yeah, you can't just.
Yeah, this feels like Mozaki,
Yeah.
but with more setup. Because you remember Mozaki was like a 5 mana 3/8, and I think it was +1 spell damage
Yeah.
for every spell or every card. I forget which that you played. So a lot of times you could just play it on curve, right? Or when you had board. If your opponent couldn't kill it because it had 8 health, you just murdered them.
Yes, sir.
This is a lot less murdery.
Yeah. So maybe it's not gonna be good. Interesting though, but.
And yeah, the 6. Even if you've played a whole bunch of spell schools, it's 6 overhead cost, right? Just kind of.
And we'll see if people can make it work. But yeah, it's a little bit tedious. And if it was just spells in general, it'd be a lot easier to do. Yeah, because most mages decks don't want to run fire, frost, and arcane. It's a lot. I don't know. We'll see. 7 mana elemental inspiration here. Summon a 4/5 vortex with a random bonus effect for each spell school you have cast this game. So it's kind of like
a lot of people misread this, myself included. So when I first read this, I read it as you summon a 4/5, and then it gets bonuses for every spell school you played.
Oh, that's not the case?
That's not the case. It summons as many 4/5s as you've casted spell schools, and then gives each of them one effect.
So this is like a big payoff card.
Yeah, so instead of getting like 1 4/5 with all the effects, you get a bunch of them.
That's probably better then, maybe, yeah.
It is probably better in most cases, yeah.
Interesting, because if it's a spell heavy deck, this is kind of like get a board, get it wide. Could have rush, poison, divine sheep. Well, okay, I like this card. The only thing is, it sounds like they're pushing this school stuff, but we'll see. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's probably a better payoff than Sif is.
Yeah, Sif looks a little. Let's see now. Discovery of magic. 1 mana. Discover a spell from a spell school you haven't cast this. Okay, that's good from any class too, mind you. That's actually good because like if you haven't done fire yet or arcane or
found more realistically, you haven't found shadow or holy or something.
I like this. Oh, look at these signature cards. All right, so let's look at this one. Wisdom of so it's a 5 mana. Oh, it's 2. All right, so draw 2 cards. Cost 1 less for each different spell school you've cast this game. So this could be really cheap. I mean, it takes a lot of work.
I mean, it gets played, right?
I think so. We'll see. Molten Rune. Didn't we see this before? Deal 3 damage, get a random spell. Should cast it twice. Okay.
Yeah, I think this got leaked.
Yeah, this is pretty decent, no?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It does 3. The Forge version does 3 damage twice instead of 6, so it scales better with spell damage. And you can also kill stuff with Divine Shield. So.
I'm surprised they give
nice.
Zeddy this. Mr. The most negative Hearthstone that's his niche, though. He does it for views. I mean, what's work. You can't argue the guy. But he's by far one of the most hardened kind of anti-Blizzard, anti-Hearthstone player there is. I mean, I don't know about anti, but he just bitches about the game endlessly. He even tried it with Marvel Snap, which I don't give him. I gotta give him props for that because it did deserve it. But this is amazing. Yeah, that's awesome.
This art is sick, dude.
Yeah.
And one of the other signature cards has the same kind of style, and I wish they all kind of had this stained glass or portrait kind of look.
Yep.
This is awesome.
I love it. Chaotic consumption here. 1 mana. Destroy a friendly minion to destroy an enemy minion. Whoa! That's literally premium. So cheap. Obviously, you have to destroy one of your thing. Maybe it's good for imp lock. I don't care.
Eggs, man. Eggs.
Yeah, that's really, really powerful. Surprised it's so cheap. Yeah, I like it. I'm pretty sure Warlocks will be using it.
Yeah, stuff like this usually gets played like Mega Flames and stuff.
Yep. Especially if you have some token generation too. Oh, 3. All right, so let's look at the first one. 3 mana. Eradication here, right? Immortal. So, deal 5 damage randomly split among all minions, okay? Restore 2 health to your hero for each kill. All right, that's good. Yeah, I think it's good. I'll see play, especially more control warlock. Plus, it's a heal. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Not much else.
This reminds me of I forget the card, but it's from Witchwood, right? It still sees play in Wild, the 3 mana deal 5 with Echo.
Yeah.
This might, and that card's really flexible, but this might beat it out because it's got crazy Flesh Giant synergy.
Yes, I like it.
Right? If you kill a bunch of stuff and get 2 or 3 or 4, God forbid 5 heals.
Yep.
Off of it, your Flesh Giant's free, probably.
Really, really good. Discipline of Sargeras here. 4 mana, Forge, 3/3. Battlecry. Discard a spell to summon 2/3/2 imps. Forge. Give them +2 health. Wow, that's actually discard synergy. But even that's actually good. I think discard's a thing in Wild, by the way. So this is really good. I like it. Yeah, good. Has no tag.
This is, I guess the question is, will it replace the cards in imp lock already?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Will it earn its slot?
It might,
because the 4 mana 3/3 that summons 2 others if you've had enough stuff die. That's it's really premium as well.
Yes, sir. Look at the art.
The deck doesn't usually run a lot of spells, so we'll see.
I like it. And look at this 2 mana 2/2. This Thorn Vial technical. Look at the art though; it's amazing. And then it's Lifesteal Battlecry, deal 2 damage to a random. All right, so that's guaranteed healing.
Dude, this card is so freaking pushed.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But That negates.
Like
Yeah.
it's gonna kill your opponent's 2-drop a lot of the time. It's probably gonna heal for 4.
Yes, sir.
When all is said and done. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're playing it on curve, you probably didn't need the heal, but like you're just killing your opponent's thing.
Yeah.
So
I like it. Good, good. I can't wait to see. We want to play some Warlock again. This Fell Blaze Imp is the token. Pretty cool.
mhm.
Good Warlock cards. Okay, let's look at this. Legendary. Oh, it's like Loki, kind of. Jailer of Yogg. So this is a guy who jailed Homeboy. And his premium art thing is really good. So it's a 6 mana, 3/3 horrible stats. Discover a minion from your deck. Summon a. Oh, with its. Ooh, so you definitely want to build a deck around this, right? Like Druid would love this.
Yeah, definitely.
So you could. So his stats are. Well, assuming you do anything that's decently cost, right? You wouldn't want a bunch of 1-drops or 2-drops. It'd be horrible. But yeah, I like this with stats and taunt, mind you. So. If you get an 8/8 with taunt, that's really good on turns. Yeah, I think this is potentially a good card. Obviously, you have to take in consideration maybe you have your early game's just removal. You know, I like it.
Yeah. So I mean, the obvious thing in this set that you want to discover and get the stats of is Sargeras, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You get a 6/12 taunt, and then you've got your big win condition.
Yeah. That's really cool.
On the dock for a few turns later.
Yeah, we have to play some Warlock. It's Warlock, Shaman, Paladin. Too many stuff to play. Demon Hunter. Yeah, I really like that. I think it's gonna be really good. Can't wait. We'll have to probably do Druid first for tradition, and then we'll do others. Probably maybe Warlock after that. Or Shaman. All right. More Warlock stuff. 9 mana, 5/5. Horrible. Cost 1 less for each damage you've taken on your turns this game. Not for the game, but on your turn. So it does slow it down significantly. But usually you're usually hero powering a lot, so it's probably going to see play. It's a little underwhelming, though. Why is it not a traditional like 8/8 like most of them are?
So I was thinking this at first too, like because I was comparing it to Flesh Giant, right? Flesh Giant is like every time you gain or lose health, it reduces by 1, right? This is cost 1 less for each damage you've taken, right? So if you take 2 from life tapping, it costs 2 less. If you take 4 from a card, it's 4 less. So this gets cheaper faster than you probably expect.
All right, so if it's like 1 mana, 2 mana, or even 3 mana, it's good enough. 3 mana, 5/5 is
definitely
great. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I could see it getting played in Wild alongside.
Oh yeah. Free stuff's usually good. Rever. Really discounted stuff is really good.
There's a few things we like. We like drawing cards. We like playing things for free, and we like pointing things at the opponent's face.
Yes. Kind of interesting. The Warlock's kind of interesting. We'll see if it's I hope it's good. Warlock's always been fun, right? 4 mana wing. This is discard. Oh, another discard your highest cost card. Deal damage equal to its cost to all minions. Whoa, Hannah Gul'dan type synergy there. So they're gonna make Wild even better, right? The only thing about Wild is, do you have room for all these cards?
Yeah. Well, hey man, targeted discard, dude. I mean, it'll.
Yeah, this is good.
It'll get played somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's sometimes where you'll have to play it just to clear a board, and you didn't actually want to discard that card, and you'll feel kind of sad, but like.
Yeah, this is very flexible. Yeah.
It'll do something kind of broken, probably.
Monstrous form, 1 mana. Give a friendly minion +3/+3 until your next turn. So that's kind of like, what was that one that used to kill your minion?
Overwhelming.
Yeah, so this is a little bit better, I guess, because you don't lose your minion. So that could get trades. It could go face. It could do a bunch of stuff. Oh, wow. Look at more of this premium art. The Father of Giants. Wow, that's awesome. Look at this. Sif, look at her. Really nice. Yeah, I like this, man. Look at this. Imprisoned Horror. Yeah, they're doing a good job this set. And look at him.
Call me old-fashioned, but I think all the horrors should be in prison.
Yeah. This one, look at this Mastermind one. That's really cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is really good. Look at this. That's good. This is good. This is good. Very cool. There's the Druid. Oh, I hope I get her. That's really awesome. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, it sucks that the priest Titan has the best art.
Which one's that? This one? This Prime guy?
I think it was, yeah, he was on the last page. He had the cool stained glass art look.
Oh, yeah. Is it?
Yeah, and I like Mimron. He's got the Vitruvian man.
Oh, yeah, him right there. He is the priest. It is the best look. Yeah. You know what that means, Rev? Gotta play priest for that amazing art. Watch you get this too, by the way. Taunting you, Rev, to play the priest. Death Row, summon each other minion you have played this game that didn't start in your deck. Okay, that's interesting. You have to build your deck around that, but he's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said before, I think that's slow.
Yeah.
We'll see how it turns out.
Wow, sick. This is very nice. Yeah, this is very nice. Can't complain. That's one of the best arts in the game. Very Zeus-like, too.
Yeah, well, it's kind of weird because all of these guys are,
Right.
not all of them, but a lot of them are like got Norse or Greek names.
Yep.
Like Thor and Freya and Sif and all these. Yeah, I don't know how inspired Warcraft mythology is by real world mythology, but
Interesting. So, what do you think about the Reno? Not Reno. What do you think about Reno Warlock? I like it. It's interesting. I don't know where.
It's like I said, some of the Pain Warlock stuff can definitely go right into the wild decks.
Which one? Which card do you want to mess around with? I want Loken. I really want to mess around with him. I think he'll be a lot of fun, especially with Sargeras. You're right, getting a huge, beefy taunt that people are going to have to difficult to remove.
Yeah, you can get some chunky boys. I don't know if you'll run few enough minions to kind of guarantee you get specific things.
Yeah.
Or if you'll just kind of play a high enough curve that, you know, whatever you get's good.
True. I mean, even if he gets a 5-drop or 6-drop, if they're decent stat, that's still good. And the fact that it has taunt makes it even better because then your opponent's not going to be able to go face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. So next up, we have Warrior. What is your anticipation of Warrior? Are they going to be more...
Dude, they have only shown the Titan. So it's kind of anybody's guess. I was kind of surprised that the neutral guy that lets you craft a weapon if you forged, I was kind of surprised that wasn't a Warrior card. Right, so I'm interested see what they actually do with Warrior. 'Cause they're still kind of hurting, right? Win rate rise.
Well, I think they're doing pretty decent right now.
They got some they got some buffs, right? But how are they doing?
I think Warrior's pretty good, right? Let's look.
Oh yeah, Warrior. Okay, yeah, Warrior's not bad.
Yeah, Warrior's doing good.
Six classes with a positive win rate right now.
Druid's at
like
bottom. That's horrible.
That's about as good as you could hope for.
Druid's good.
Honestly, though, like Druid's on the bottom, but like so are Priest and Mage and Rogue. So like, you know.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll switch it up.
Because like those top classes, like Hunter, Paladin, Shaman, those are like the kill you classes. Like that's what we want. We want games to end like sometime within the century. Right?
Wow, Rev. Careful what you... Ooh, Undead Priest is tier 1.
Like mages and priests just like fuck around. And Rogue kills you quick, but they play with their food while they do it.
Look at this. Ooh. That is Warlock. Interesting. We got to play some of that, Rev. Mm-hmm. Sir Finlay, Tour Guide... Cultist, Slime's good card. Do I have Lady? I think I might have her. I don't know if I have the Sympathy of Sins, though. Flesh Behemoths. Interesting. Gotta play some of this. This is a decent deck, it looks like. Kind of middle of tier 2.
Not bad.
Alright, Rev, I gotta go to the store for a bit, though. But, man, maybe
coming
tomorrow...
back or not?
Oh, maybe, yeah, we could play... Maybe we could play some Hearthstone.
Be good to play. I was about to say, it'd be good to play some Snap.
Oh my God, Rev!
Played Snap in a while.
I know we haven't played Snap for a while, but to let you know the truth, DC Dual Force has been doing really good for the channel. Been getting a lot of subs and views. So, told you being there from day one is going to be good. So I'm definitely going to focus on that. Snap does decent though. Hearthstone's the worst, but I can understand it because at this point I'm way behind. There's so many. It's an old game. Established content creators. You're not going to go to my channel for that. You're going to go to Zeddies and Kibblers and all those big Regis, all those big guys. So that's why DC's really good to get there from day one. And Snap's actually done really pretty decent. It doesn't give me a lot of subs, but it gives decent amount of views. So yeah, Snap's not bad. But still, Snap's probably never gonna. One thing about DC Dual Force, I'm starting to do daily videos, and I think that's key, even if it's not streamed, just daily stuff because that stupid YouTube shit. Yeah, let me go. I have to go get to the store a little bit first, Rev, and then we're back in about an hour or two, and then we could do some Snap. I haven't done dailies, and maybe we could do some Phoenix because there's that. Man, that's one thing I don't like.
Destroy, man.
Yeah, I don't like how now the weeklies or the weekend stuff forces you to do the new card, because if you don't have it, you're missing out on tokens, and I kind of don't like that. You remember how you said way back that you're like, oh, Snap doesn't make you do said cards? Nah, well, now they're doing it. So that kind of it kind of leaves people out. So I kind of don't like that, but I know they want to promote the new cards, but the problem with Snap is you're not guaranteed to get new cards. That's what sucks. So, I mean, they're making it a little bit better, but it's still like all the series, those spotlight caches. Oh, I mean, got what's his name, which was good, but he didn't really see much play. I wanted Echo.
Yeah.
So
this is the thing with Hearthstone too, is they'll tell you like, oh, play X number of cards with that are fire spells, or that play X number of quests, right? They know that there's enough of types of those cards that you can throw something together, right?
Yeah.
Even if you didn't open the whole set.
Yeah, so yeah, it's easier.
Or they'll like give you Cthulhu or whatever the case is, right? So
I think it would. So at least Hearthstone, you could get a bunch of cards. I've never gotten a full collection of Hearthstone. Probably never will, even though I spend a shit ton of money. The people on DC,
I'm pretty close.
You're pretty close. I don't know how far.
Yeah, because ever since they added duplicate protections, like when I finish a set, right? Because I usually get like a good amount of the set from card packs on day one, right? And then I'll complete it by the end of like the 4-month cycle.
Yeah.
And then any additional gold I have, I start putting into packs from the old sets from before there was duplicate protection. So, I mean, I'm only missing like a dozen wild legendaries, which is like nothing. And they're like the bad ones at this point, but it's cool to have them for the completion.
Yeah. So yeah, on the DC official Discord, you have people who are investing in the game, and they're spending like a little between 120, 230, and they get a full collection. They're like, wow, that's a lot. I'm like, dude, you think that's a lot? You know how much I spent on these bundles on Hearthstone and never fucking get close to a complete collection? That's actually really, really good. And two, they don't have the August 1st is when they're putting in the reward tracks and daily rewards and all that. So right now it's not very free to play friendly, but once, I mean, shit. I'm lucky I got a full collection, so I don't have to worry about it. But going forward, though, the new sets, like there's a new mini set next to I have to buy or open packs to get. So, but I understand that. But yeah, these people, I mean, if it's like that, that's pretty damn cheap to get a full collection. So I'll take it. And they got some awesome new cosmetics coming too. I honestly think that these card games, or in general, especially ones based on comics, should just really make their bread and butter on cosmetics. And just let you get the cards relatively cheap or easy. But then I guess from a business standpoint, that's not good because they want you to spend more money. I don't know. But people love cosmetics, right? And if you make them affordable and cheap, people are going to eat that up like no tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what I think they should do. Make cards easy. That way people keep playing. They get excited for new cards. They mess around with their new toys. And just do cosmetics at a decent price. And I'm not talking about $100 bundle for cosmetics. I'm talking about, no more than $10. You're just making volume. But I don't know. These companies know the math better than I do. I think where they make a lot of their bread and butter is just these whales that spend shit ton of money to get all the cards and it making it difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. They have the math, but I think that to me that's better because people are willing to spend $5, $10 on cosmetics. So like, that's nothing. That's Starbucks. That's nothing, right? So I don't know. You agree with that? Make it easy to get the cards, or is that bad for them?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I would definitely like. I
Oh
would
yeah, you
definitely
and
like
I
the
would
cards
love it
to get
because yeah,
easier. I don't know. I don't know what their. I mean, I would prefer them just make more do like Hearthstone does, have there be way more cards, but make it
yeah, I
easier
agree.
to
Yeah, I
get them
agree.
right, and then people will naturally spend more because they want to
Yeah, I don't know why they're
want to
so.
get the cards.
I don't know why Snap they just like one card a week. I don't understand that. Maybe because they don't have the
I don't know if
resources
it's
to
a
make,
small team or what.
or they just want something different. I don't know. People love new cards, man, and getting
Mm.
multiple cards. I mean, there was that one time where I saved up a bunch of tokens and got real lucky, and I got like what 3 or 4 cards in a month. I was like, oh wow, that's the first time. But I'm still
Mm.
waiting for Master Mold, dude. I haven't pinned, but now tokens are so difficult to get. So
Yeah, it's brutal, man.
yeah, I don't know, man. They really should.
Did you see the blog post from the other day?
Oh yeah, yeah, they're gonna improve, which is good. Sounds like they're kind of
So I guess
listening.
if instead of what was it instead of getting duplicates from the Series 4 or 5 cache, you get 1,000 tokens.
Yeah, that's kind of good.
Not bad.
Yeah,
That'll
tokens
help a
are
lot.
tokens are still premium, man. But anyways, all right, guys, I gotta
I
go.
still think, yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say I gotta go, but yeah, I still think. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, I would still prefer you don't get offered the random Series 4 or 5 for
Yeah,
the
I agree
1,000
with that.
tokens
Yeah,
until unless you like keep opening past the getting the other cards, right?
yeah, because that's the whole point is to get
That's
the
never
brand new
gonna feel
card.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I didn't get the new one, Echo, and what was that other one? Uh, I got a variant, and that's the worst. This variant should only be if you don't have the cards. Yeah, it's like, oh man, this variant. I mean, it's a cool variant, but you want cards, right? The Living
Yeah.
Tribunal has been buffed. I wonder if he's decent. But it's like, yeah, if I got him, I'm like, ugh, yeah. Even if
Yeah.
you know,
It would be cool too if like you go for the random series 4 or 5. It'd be cool if it had a chance to, because obviously it's only the base card right now. Um but it'd be cool if it had a chance to roll up into a rarer variant,
yeah,
right? Then you could be like, "Oh, I didn't have Galactus, but then I opened my random series 5 and it was like this really cool Galactus variant
yeah. There's some
that
real
other
cool
people don't
Galactus
have."
ones.
Right?
Galactus, I had a game where they waived, and the only one. It was risky. I don't know why they did it. They only had one lane for both of us to play in left, and I knew it was Galactus, and I had Jane Foster in hand. Well, so I played her to get the thing, and I knew it is bam. Of course, he didn't go off. And I had on reveal. So you see, certain times if they revealed first, they would have destroyed the other lanes. But yeah, and then they just conceded and like, yeah, buddy, saw that coming a
Yeah.
mile away. So Galactus is definitely not as strong as he used to be.
Yeah, my favorite thing is when people just play Galactus in just random decks just to take you off guard. It's like we
Well,
all know when we see like Shuri and Galactus and Wolverine and stuff, we know there's like good chance Galactus is coming, but like when people just throw it into a deck that it has no business being in,
yeah. Well, what's good thing is the
really funny.
raft, the rift, or whatever it's called, where you fill up.
Draft, yeah.
He's definitely buffed now because now he's a 0/7 rather than a 0/2, right? So you could actually play him just for extra stats without worrying about who cares about his effect. But so he got buffed there because now he's like, oh, what a horrible 6 drop to get.
Hmm.
So, all right, I'm gonna go do some stuff and then we'll be back. Maybe we have some time for some snap. Yeah, it's been a while, and we'll have to see what maybe work on Phoenix Force. Isn't it 15 wins? Jesus.
Was it 15 or 5? I forget which.
Oh,